matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. The Razorbacks will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Wildcats offense will get first crack at it today. The give to the lone running back. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. So Arkansas's offense will have its first possession of the game. Keeps it on the bootleg. Gonna try to get it himself. Bounced off his feet. And the Razorbacks want to move quickly.
Well, they try to fake left and go bootleg right. Really nothing happening on that one. That doesn't mean they have to shelve that play, though. There's some window dressing you can add to that. Maybe get a tight end down the flat. Maybe a receiver working an out-breaking route for you on the boundary. Give the quarterback somewhere to go with it if the defense is expecting him to keep the football running.
He'll pull it on the read. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. Third down, we're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he was able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
Oh, he's got a chance. He breaks the tackle. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. And the Razorbacks are on the move.
Well, the defense makes the tackle to give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Gets into the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off the RPO, complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll leave it with him. He'll be stopped at the 32. Still ground to cover if they want to convert, and 4th down is coming. And here comes the field goal unit. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. To the air, it's in goal. Finds his tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pocket breaking down. At the 35, he's loose. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Morgan. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired. But you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Caught behind the line. It's Morgan. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw again. Looking to the big tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Meyer. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Wildcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. And the Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it first and 10 at the 31. They'll go to the ground. Finds enough room to get 3
All I
yards.
want to do is win.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Here's a heat. He's got him in the flat. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the rush.
Yeah, bro.
They've got it wrapped up at the 28. The Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Looking to throw, it's in goal. Incomplete. Looks as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Grabbed in the middle, it's Myers. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Just game mad, man.
And Arkansas has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
Looking downfield on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Makes the catch! He stopped just short of the goal line, and they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt.
Well, at this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's
just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this
Let's
defense
calm
will be
down.
called on to protect this lead.
Take a break.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Complete to start this drive. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because in the old days in the SEC, you had to run the football if you wanted to win championships. Today, you better be able to get it done through the air. When you think of all the great play callers in the league and all the Heisman Trophy winners this league has seen at the QP position in recent years, you better be able to do it throwing the ball. This guy, I think, gives Arkansas a chance with his arm.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Razorbacks moving quickly to the line. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking the point the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot on the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
It's it's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's Morgan. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
That's on strength.
It's stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Going to the running game. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air. It's in goal. Unloads to the wideout. Makes
Oh, we got first down.
And they get enough for the first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open. Who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now. And this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. 8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. To the air on first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. The quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Man, I love the defense. How about the physicality on that one? That's a tough route to defend, and he catches the football, but what does he do? He gets him on the ground right now. Good physical tackle. No yak on that catch.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, they came into this game believing they could run the football in critical down and distances, and they did it right there on that 4th down.
Kentucky will come to the line with a 1st and goal. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Razorbacks are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. From the gun, running back gets the give. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He'll try to do it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half.
What a ugly game.
Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half. He'll bring it up. It's Abrams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Works his way into the traffic and picks up
sorry, but they try and win.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Rides to back and leaves it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Razorbacks want to crank the tempo. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Fires into a wall of traffic and it's picked up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense.
Good job. Oh, shot.
And the offense out on the field to go back to work. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
As a quarterback, I used to love throwing to running backs that could run great routes. That was a good one there on the angle route. He sold it like he was running to the flat, put his foot in the ground, cut back inside, crossed the defender's face, made it an easy throw and an easy first down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give out of the gun. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some pushed.
Gonna take a shot. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, these guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. He'll do it himself. Got room at the 35. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And the Razorbacks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They want to throw it. The screen, he's got wheels. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry up.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big time.
And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
Let's see.
They can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
And how many times do we hear that? Quarterbacks talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling.
Wow, he is
just giving the
nice.
quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Fires to the big fella. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Man, I saw it was
They
good.
got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Going to the ground. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking for a man. It's in goal. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle.
Wide open.
They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
And the Wildcats, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Fires to the tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field's good.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Avery. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Hold and fire complete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Wow. They have an
Ball's on the
injury.
16, and they need 6 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And the pass rush gets home.
We've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they had made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight up front. They're just getting beat across the board.
Got him in the open. They finally get to him. A what a play there to pick up the first down.
Remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Oh,
Looks
God,
as if
they're
we have
going
an
to
injury
bring
on
it
that last
back.
play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Thompson. Still running at the 40. There he goes. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. And the Razorbacks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give on the counter. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this 3rd quarter in style. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Runs through the tackle. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down mark, but he's a yard short. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks.
No,
That defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving this stadium with it.
Give to the running back. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
And this center down gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's in goal. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right.
wow.
1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return.
It's okay. I can rewind.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
He'll get rid of it. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains.
This is it now.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. A strike downfield. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's
We just done enough to win this game. It was tough.
They'll keep it on the ground. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be
Don't you need to hurry? Why run it?
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Second down, he'll throw it. Snagged out of the air. Oh, he's got some space. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. They're working that left side. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback on the keeper. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes a grab. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Snaps it in the shotgun. Under fire. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and that hit that time helped force the incompletion.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Rushes on him. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Looking to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. The Wildcats buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Looks as if he'll
Are you serious?
And get it up to about the 11-yard line. Timeout called by the defense, and 15 seconds to go in this one. And the Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
Long way to go for this offense. 1st and 10 from their own 12. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Not all close games are